Tory Lanez's new prison photo is sparking a serious conversation, and not just for the reasons you'd expect. From the second that pic hit social media, fans had thoughts, and suddenly, that tight white shirt and flexed prison pose became more than just a casual update. It became a viral moment, one that's raising eyebrows, sympathy, and side eyes all at once. Let's get into it. This is the photo in question, and as you can see, it shows Tory behind bars, but not looking like someone who's down bad. Nah, instead of giving depressed inmate, Tory's giving prison gym MVP, shirt clinging to his chest, arms slightly flexed, and a face that doesn't look defeated. It's like he's trying to remind us that even with 8 more years ahead, he's still in control of something. His image, his body, his brand. And the fans? Oh, his fans ate it up. One person said he using that time to build his mind, body, and soul, while another wrote that prison body is built different, like they're really out here cheering him on like he's in a Rocky training montage instead of a cell block. It's wild, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense. What else is he supposed to do? Being locked up for nearly a decade will mess with anyone's mental. Staying fit, building muscle, and focusing on routines. It's not just about looking good for the gram. It's survival. It's how you stop your mind from spiraling when every day looks the same and freedom feels like a far-off memory. But apparently, the thing that keeps catching people off guard is the fact that Tory Lanez is actually in prison. One user wrote, "Life is so weird. Tory Lanez is really in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. What a world." Like, it's not some stunt, nor a pause in his career. This man is genuinely serving time for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. And that fact is still hard for a lot of people to process. And they are not wrong. It is weird, surreal even. How does someone go from topping charts to tightening handcuffs? From Hollywood parties to prison meals? This whole situation is like watching talent rot behind concrete walls over choices that never had to be made. It's not just Tory either. This happens over and over again with celebs who seem to have it all, but still end up throwing it away. On the brighter side, in the middle of all that chaos, Tory's still dropping music. He's still finding ways to feed his fans, from the Twitch tapes to prison tapes. Well, then even a prison sentence hasn't silenced him completely. He may be behind bars, but his voice is still getting out. And some would argue, stronger than ever. Still, no amount of biceps or mixtapes can erase the fact that this whole situation is sad. Not just for Megan, not just for Tory, but for a whole industry, watching another bright light dim itself out because ego got in the way. So while Tory's prison pic raises questions, the biggest one might be this: what could have happened if he just made better choices? Stick around for more updates on your favorite celebrities and influences.
Y'all, Toni Braxton just found herself caught up in the wildest legal storm of the year, and she ain't even do nothing. This whole mess started when new court docs and Insider Tea exposed that Diddy is out here cutting blank checks, millions worth, just to build a dream team of all black female lawyers. That alone raised eyebrows, but what really sent folks into a frenzy was who he brought in: Nicole Westmoreland. Yep, the same woman who once accused Birdman's brother of at a studio party back in 2001. Now, y'all might be asking, what's Toni Braxton got to do with this? Well, let me break it down for you, because it's way deeper than just legal strategies. This ain't just about Diddy, it's about optics, trauma, power, and one of the messiest celebrity marriages we've seen in years. So first off, Diddy's legal team just got a major shakeup. According to our inside undisclosed source, Diddy has reportedly offered over $23 million in legal retainers to assemble a squad of elite black women lawyers. The move was instantly seen as strategic because who better to defend a man accused of exploiting women than women who look like his accusers? But here's where it gets messy. He tapped Nicole Westmoreland, a lawyer with a jaw-dropping backstory of her own. Nicole once told her story publicly, revealing that in 2001, she was assaulted at a party at Patchwork Studios in Atlanta after being invited by none other than Birdman, aka Brian Williams. She claimed Birdman's brother, Alfred Cleveland, dragged her into a bathroom and her while another man stood guard outside. Cleveland eventually pled guilty. Nicole later sued the entire Cash Money camp for negligence and unsafe environments. Now, what's Toni Braxton got to do with this? Toni Braxton and Birdman got secretly married in 2024. It was quiet, hush hush. So picture this: Toni's married to Birdman. Nicole was at a Birdman-hosted party. Nicole is now Diddy's lawyer, and Diddy is dragging her trauma into the courtroom to defend himself. Toni Braxton got caught in the crossfire, and folks online are speculating that she's panicking now that Nicole's story is back in headlines connected to her man and this Diddy mess. Now, let's really talk. Nicole didn't just join the legal team quietly, and people online are calling that a PR stunt. Like, how is a woman who experienced this kind of trauma now defending a man accused of doing the same? Some say she's doing it for the money. Others say it's strategy, weaponizing survivor credibility to discredit the other women accusing Diddy. But y'all, this ain't just some ethical debate. It's messing with real people's reputations, like Toni Braxton's. Because if Nicole's story gets deeper investigation, the spotlight turns back to Birdman and the Cash Money Records era. And now Diddy is using that whole incident to prop up his defense. Some insiders are whispering that Diddy's trying to use Nicole's story to victim wash his image. Toni Braxton hasn't publicly said a word, but word on the street is she's distancing herself from this entire legal circus. This whole thing is revealing how small and messy the industry really is. We don't know if Nicole gonna bring up Birdman in her defense of Diddy, but if she does, that could put Toni right in the headlines next to him, and y'all know how fast that internet flame spreads. So yeah, I'd be panicking too. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe.